We now return to Let's Play Tropico 5. Alright, so I'm demolishing a few tenements. We're going to replace them with mansions because they are empty. And I've gone through, I've added some trades. I guess we can look at those. We are buying, selling tobacco, buying, selling steel. I will get oil here soon. Relatively speaking, I am buying, selling iron and bauxite. And I've got one ship left because we'll do the furniture when I get that up and running. Which right now, probably not necessary. We're still running on a huge number of open jobs. The homeless, though, are finding homes finally, so that's good, I guess. Just wait on a few things to finish here. And I suppose now we can build. And find mansions. There. So yeah, despite the fact that so many homeless people are around, we do have a number of empty slots, so maybe it wouldn't be too bad to also start doing some apartment upgrades. Probably afford to do that now. Ship imported foreign goods. Oh, probably, okay. I was going to say maybe it was the natural gas. Yes, natural gas is developed by oil wells. Maybe I should just swap them.
You know what the new hospital means, ladies? Cute doctors. I think I may just get sick and catch me a good doctor real soon. When hunting doctors, you have to remember one thing. They scare easily. So you always have to wear excellent makeup as camouflage.
Okay. Other things. So, like, we're just full up on milk. I need another creamery real bad. But, also, their location is just absolutely terrible right now. So, I think for these ones in particular, we're just going to modernize these ones. And, let's see. I want to also build another... I keep making notes for myself, so... Build another one of these down here. Okay. Let's figure this thing out here. Are pineapples still good for this area? Getting worse for this location, but effectiveness is still high, so let's go ahead and grab just one more pineapple. Just so I can get my roads going. Perfect. Okay, and then we can let's see. Could we trying to seems to be about as good as it's going to get before it starts going wonky on me, so... Nope, it already went wonky. Damn it. Stupid trees in the way. I suppose we can just do something like that. Okay, well, it just doesn't like it, I guess. So, we gotta... Okay, what about there? No. Alright. Maybe we could go backwards on it? I go to here. No. Alright, fine. Do it your way. Whatever the hell you gotta do here. Okay, that works. And we will add a creamery over here. No, nope, no, we won't. No, we won't. This game is called Aggravation. Tell you what, we'll put you right there then. Yeah, won't go there. Maybe we could set one down over here, though? Because I had plans to develop this area a little bit with some homes and the like, so we could add an additional for the creameries. Okay, anything you can give me. Effectiveness increased 10, budget increased by 10. Good enough. We'll vaccinate the goats. Anything off of you? Increases amount of cheese produced from the same amount of raw materials. Perfect. I'm mildly upset that this doesn't allow me to build here. Doesn't allow me to build anything there. Because another thing on my list here is to move these. Move the wool. Move the llamas. But I guess if I want to do that, we need to set up our grain over here, our corn, and just move all production over to there. So we'll hold off on that for a moment. I could try making a creamery down here. No. Okay. How about here? This may take a little finagling here. Put a creamery here. I was looking at this earlier. I was trying to figure out how I could get a road along the back to work for me here. And one thing that might do it is if I somehow get a road up there. Okay, so you might be a little futzy with me here, but... Ah, there, perfect! Creamery. Alright. I wanted to do, probably, since there's so much shit over here, probably another teamster in this area as well? Or was I going to do gold mining because... or jewelry making, rather, because... we can do that, but not here, so... yeah, it doesn't like that. But we can stick it in weird like this. Tell you what, we'll go with something like that. Another Teamster's office here. I just keep exacerbating this problem of employment. But maybe now we can put a couple of homes. Looks like we're going to get one home unless we do it maybe... It's not going to like it either way. Yeah, alright. Put you there and then we'll snazz it up with Tad. This will probably develop into a new block once that farm is gone. If we have reason to be gone.
We've discovered the mineral oil, which can be processed into gasoline. The cars in Tropico no longer need to run on magic. Our profits are guaranteed until someone starts selling oil cheaper than us. Then we should bomb and invade them.
Huzzah! Oil well. It is actually close enough to the road. Yeah.
Elections are coming, Presidente.
We're full up. Yeah, I was looking at this too. Didn't seem like a lot of people were living over here. This seems to have changed. Okay, good. Well, good and bad. I mean, with the amount of space this is digging up, I could easily build yet another one of these. Let's highlight that. Because really, I think... I mean, look how much shit there is. There's so much stuff backed up, and that is just potential profits sitting there. We desperately need to... Whoa, what?
The Red Communist book says that people cannot follow the revolution's ideal.
Wow, we've gone down significantly on that. Food variety is 5. I mean, surely, so that should be cheese, right? I guess not. Maybe because we've only got 4 grocery stores and... Oh, right, that was a thing, too. Grocery. Had an upgrade, did it? Yeah, it did. Increases budget, whatever. Good enough. There's no grocery there. There's a grocery here. So that at least may help, right? Ah, okay. This stuff's done. Good. So, hospital. Let me, fuck it. Let's just keep going. Increases maximum number. Birth rate, no. In fact, I would love it if we could start knocking out some of those clinics just to eliminate the increased birth rate stuff. Increase effectiveness of all high school students in the vicinity. Oh, well, what do you know about that? Artifact smuggling. Activate to generate Swiss bank profits, but the service quality will decrease by 25. Okay, we don't need to do that. Let's see. General inventor. We don't have any effectiveness going right now. Worker job quality. Agitator. Agent. Environmentalists. Reduces pollution in the vicinity. Is that a thing? Yeah, that could actually work. How's this? Good. Here's another one where we could increases the budget. I mean, the budget's okay. Well, I was gonna say the budget's cheap on these kinds of buildings. We could snipe some money out of this stuff. Hospital. Inventor, the green thumb increases beauty. General increases military. Oh, that's actual general. Right. We can put a general in there. I thought I already did, but apparently not. You know, another thing I need to do is the newspaper, because the newspaper... Okay. So we could do the yellow press here, lowering the requirements, because right now we might not have enough people. In fact, let's go look at the job lists. Unemployed. We do have 3 college students, so that's not necessarily... I was going to say, we could do this because then we get more people in there, which would raise the effectiveness of it. Who did that now? Who raised the... Union leader? Worker job quality. Because we need more liberty. And there's one thing I have not been putting down around the place is a lot of liberty buildings, although I don't think we have a real problem with it. We've mostly got a problem over here, like right next door to it. But there's great, and here's not too bad, so maybe I just won't worry about it. But for some reason, not a lot of liberty over here, so I gotta figure this one out. I'm gonna pause for a minute. No, well, oof, God, we just took a huge hit. Maybe I will. So, because, like, the effectiveness is way down just because of that. I guess I could bump the pay. That's one thing we could do. Increases budget by another 5%. But we could get that. I kind of do need to increase my Swiss bank account, because I don't have nearly enough to upgrade you, and we're far away from level 3 on everybody else, so... That's relatively cheap. I mean, it's only, what, like $2? Alright. Yeah. $3. Oh, there's an empty slot right there. Could we put that in? I don't think anything else will go around in these areas. Okay. That has a landlord. Increases housing quality nearby. Speaking of, this should all be pretty decent now because they're also getting the housing bonus, but they're not getting a beauty bonus, and that's kind of a problem. So, who nearby? You don't have a manager, huh? You now have a magnate. Or, let's put a magnate on this so that we gain more oil. Effectiveness increased by 20. Okay, coiled tubing's not till modern times, so we still don't have natural gas. Ooh, it's gone down. Has my... That's still being built. Okay. Well, whatever. we have that. You know what? We'll go ahead and hide that because we do have a spot here. People got to live right next door to it, and they do not like it. Now, another thing too is that something I've been ignoring. Housing quality drops over time, so it might actually be a good idea to just raise some of this because nobody wants to live here, and that might actually be a huge part of why so many people are homeless. They just refuse to live in something so shitty. Although this is a relatively new building, so I guess it must just be where they're surrounded by. So maybe I've kind of done this wrong. I tried to get people nearby where they worked, but they'd prefer to live in nicer neighborhoods than in proximity, which, you know, completely understandable. How about we modernize one just to see what happens here? Damn it. So we could do, let's see, Inventor, Green Thumb. I mean, beauty is bad everywhere, presumably. Absolutely. Alright. You can have a Green Thumb. The minor amount that is going to help. That grow up? It did. We will increase that. Okay. I'm disappointed by how much is still here, despite the fact that right next door is a Teamster's office. Don't know what to do with that. Alright, keep going. Oh, right, I turned on fire brigade and radio dispatch for this area because, surprisingly, right next to the fire department, or the police department, crime safety is terrible. The budget is fantastic. I suppose I could maybe afford to do just an overall boost to, like, everybody.
My career as a weatherman is over.
Damn it. Tornadoes really love this spot. Right on that church every time. Reduces pollution in the vicinity. Well, there's another one that we could do that with. It hopped over. Anyway,
we tried to discover democracy.
More constitution
but
options.
It proved extremely difficult. Building a true democracy is like chasing a unicorn. Everybody has heard of them, but no one has ever seen one. We captured a whole herd of unicorns, but not a glimpse of democracy anywhere to be found. However, we did discover the expectation of democracy, which should be more than enough for simple Tropicans.
Okay. Personal rights. Well, where are we at here? Childhood. Right, we could change some of this now. Easier to immigrate and emigrate. More educated immigrants. Only persons who happen to unfortunately find themselves not citizens who have gained educational degree are admitted to settle within. Okay. So only the educated could come in. That might help out a lot. But then again, we also have so many open... I think we still need to do Immigrant Nation, because we just have so many open slots that it just doesn't matter. Like, we just never seem to be getting enough, despite the fact that I have hundreds of people. Let's see, late retirement, workers' paradise, early retirement, high job happiness. Now, again, if we could do that, though, early retirement, like we're getting rid of people that we need right now, on top of the fact that this also adds corruption for some reason. All citizens vote, secular state. Okay, conscription now. We could do high school, which also raises corruption, but would make it better. I mean, we don't need it. We don't need it. Security surveillance. Police discover special citizens as rebels faster. Open society. High liberty. Assassinate and banish is limited. Special citizens are harder to discover. I mean, we'll probably just keep that. Reduces liberty. That's, I mean, we don't... Liberty is not a problem in our society right now. Although, with this added, I don't know what that's going to affect, but... Let's see. Plutocracy. All Swiss bank accounts gain 20%. Planned economy. Buildings with managers gain 10 bonus effectiveness, or free market budget impact on building effectiveness is stronger. Which means that if I were willing to raise prices on everything, the buildings would be better. I mean, this is sort of a snowballing effect, isn't it? Because not only would it make it more effective if I were to do this, it would also raise wages. And the more money that people have, the better living spaces they will go to, which means that I get more tax revenue. Or rent revenue, as the case may be, as we are the sole land owners and landlords. I mean, right now though, but this is limited. In scope of this is limited because I can only use it to level myself up, and then, I got 3 people I can shuffle around to give bonuses to the buildings. It would be different if my dynasty was completely full. And speaking of which, it's actually been quite a while since I gotten a new dynasty member. So actually, we probably want to swap out of this, and you know what? Let me take a look at corruption here. All right. So as you would expect, free market is the one that has 0 corruption addition, which means that less money comes out of my economy, which is good. I mean, right now I've built bonuses such that I'm gaining a lot of managers, and so over time I feel like this would be an improvement, but I mean, this is... like I said, I think this snowballs to a point where this just makes more sense. And media independence. Independence. Media requires higher budget. Journalists convert voters to your cause. Independent media is 0 corruption option. Provides more liberty, which again is not an issue for me. Protests happen more frequently, though. Like, does that mean that they're going to go down? Or would the increase in liberty be one of the freedoms that they enjoy, and thus it would boost that happiness, the liberty happiness, and thus, let's go ahead with independent media then. Because, I mean, I don't know. Like, this could actually be pretty significant, but I think we're doing all right. I mean, yeah. Bam! New discoveries. Okay, we now can go towards tourism, but I'm not there yet. So let's do... Let's see, amend more constitutions. The vehicle stuff is coming, so let's do supermarket. International summit. Tourism. Okay, let's get this ready. And then we'll maybe move forward. I don't think I'm going to go atomic, because I think maybe I can get past that. But I do have nuclear. I've got uranium. Now, where is this tornado going? What are the impacts of this? Oh no! Well, one building got destroyed. I went for the Teamsters. Alright, come on.
I am back in the game. I can now accurately predict rain.
Alright. Well, thankfully, that was not too bad. Let's see, environmentalist, pollution, right.
We have an opportunity to influence the outcome of coming elections.
Okay.
Strictly speaking, this is not considered exactly legal, but I guarantee that no one would...
Yeah, ouch. Why? Happiness. Entertainment is down. Religion is always going to be down. Okay. Military loyalty is meh. USSR, we could probably afford to praise them. We haven't lost a thing because of them. No, we have not. But we could, let's see. Delegations just raise standing, right? That's all that's for. So let's praise them. Still pretty good with everybody here, so I'm happy with that. Okay, right. Get on this with pollution, please. Alright. Pollution in this area is pretty bad, so actually that would make a good deal of sense to put an environmentalist in the area. Money grubber. Okay, well now that's good there. Liberty. Liberty has improved. So that's exactly what that problem was there. Crime safety. It's getting better. It's getting better. Good. Because that is also getting better. Okay, let me look at this again. Budget impact on building effectiveness is stronger. So, presumably, if everybody in the police station got a better budget, then they would have even better impact upon crime safety and possibly firefighting, which is, knock on wood, not something we've had to deal with for a while. I kind of just, let's just do all that for all of the Teamsters, so that they are more effective transporting people. Okay, here's an apartment. Yeah, it looks alright. Apartment has higher housing quality because it's placed next to a road. Could make it even higher, but it's still, I mean, it's still not great. But, yeah, it's good there, I guess. Alright. Well, what next was on my list here? Did I get that creamery? I did get a creamery. It's being built still, or no, I guess it's already there. Needs to be churned and ripened. Alright. Get the creamery off. Now, upgrading the ranches. Right. Well, what I kind of want to do is maybe focus on healthcare. Healthcare is an issue again. Why? Because we are full. That's why. Damn it. You won the election.
Let me be the first to congratulate.
Good. Pause for a moment. Okay. So that's clearly not doing what I needed to do. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we should find a space to plunk down yet another hospital. I was going to get rid of that, but that doesn't help me. One thing we can do, since the effectiveness of it is increased by budget, let's raise everyone filthy rich doctors on the island. The library, it's not good that nobody's doing that, so raise that, as well as college, because, you know, we need the research points. Research points are slowed down there. Okay. Well, I think that's telling me that it is time to make more room. I mean, we're not getting the people. Coffee, I don't even really have that much for coffee, do I? Or cotton, come to think of it. I've got two coffees. I've got a cotton over here. Got a tobacco over here. It's not as effective in this area, so we could, I mean, to be honest, do I even really need that? I mean, getting rid of some farmers here, maybe they'll go farm in these tobacco plantations, which themselves are not very effective. And speaking of, wasn't I also... let's see. Let's control-click the budget, because it doesn't do it for every... Yeah. It doesn't do it for every farm. It does it for every farm type, which is annoying. Okay. So I think we can afford to knock this out. Putting another hospital right across from a hospital is kind of insane, but let's abolish that. And let's go looking to see if maybe we can't move cotton somewhere. Cotton would be good down here with the corn. Right, if we're going to do on industry, though, let's get that furniture going, because right now I'm just wasting a lot of... Okay, that's not great, but we could put it over there. I'm wasting a lot of... Hey, there's a spot. Wasting a lot of this trade by not trading. Oh, which I haven't built the ship for yet. Okay. All right, okay. Things have changed. Cigars. Why even change a thing? See, it's 3,000 versus... I mean, that's the answer right there. Never you mind. Okay, now, seems to me, so... Is it a case where power produced is tied to the effectiveness or to how full it is? Because if we raise the money, would we be making more power? Or would it just only be because more people are in there that it would make more... You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing, though. We move these ranches out of here. They're still somewhat effective, but they're actually like -15 now. They're actually getting bad in that area. I'd like to remove those too. We could move them to this area because they don't have to be in any particular location now. Oh, and another thing I wanted to do, I want to eventually maybe add a defense HQ down here and make this kind of a really uneven terrain. Okay, well, I was going to try and make this like my little beachfront military outpost, which is kind of a dumb thing when you think about it, because this is smack dab in tsunami range right here. But, yeah. Alright. Well, if we're going to develop this, then I don't want tourism here anymore. We're going to maybe move it over here so that it can be up on this plateau. Or possibly here, because if we look at tsunami safety, it's not great right in this corridor. So it's not great on the beach down here either, but there's a limited spot of building here that I could maybe afford instead to build it all right up in here, because I mean, this is too far to be useful. So maybe instead we could do like a military base in this area, because we got to protect this eventually, just in case. I don't know what's going to happen. Probably nothing, but you never know. Bauxite. So bauxite and iron, like we could just put a car plant right there, surely. No, okay, if it ever came in. We also don't have anywhere near the money I will require to make a pharmaceutical plant. Okay. Yeah, that power situation blows my damn mind, because there is a very limited amount of buildings that specifically are consuming electricity. So I don't know where the hell all this electricity is being used up. It's just passively being consumed, I guess. Anyway, if we're going to do more industry, we should probably do the furniture factory, which actually fit fantastically right there, and then I can maybe put some houses along the back, but even though nobody living in these, I was actually thinking this would be industry. That's actually very small. Because we need a lumber mill. Then on top of the lumber mill, we need the logging camp. Now this, gotta look. Trees. Well, yes, obviously. Maybe here, because that's a little bit denser. And then I think there's a thing where you can have it regrow. Alright. Hold up. So, let's think about corn. So that actually is not right there. So maybe I'll develop a road along the backside there, and we'll just put one here. But I want one kind of right along there. Okay, well, just so I can get the road. It's going to be a thing. Well, you're going to be finicky about it. Didn't even go all the way. Damn it. Alright, well, it looks horrible. But now we can run this straight up here, and now we can get a nice bunch of the cornfields. And then possibly get some ranches in the nearby vicinity. But we will get a Teamster's office. It may as well, right? Is there a Teamster? Well, there's that one that's being rebuilt, but we clearly need more, so otherwise it would fit real nicely up in here. But we'll get it there. Anyone want to live next to that? Probably not. It's not necessary either. Alright, and then let's do the logging camp. Just kind of do it right nearby here. Okay. And then we'll start making furniture, even though now I don't have any plans to...
How can I be of help?
That is a filthy rich crime lord, and you will be banished. Or arrested. Because... Are we getting prison labor? I forget if that's a thing. No. But maybe... Is that in the prison max security? Arrested citizens will be re-educated, then abandon their negative goals. Oh. So that's not... Let's see, where's just a regular old prison? Now we can build a cathedral now, which might help, as well as that would help out a lot too, probably. Alright, well now I gotta find where the damn prison is. Dungeon. Arrested citizens be okay. Okay, well, never mind, that's not necessary. Protects against espionage, a police blimp. Again, that's not really a problem right now. We could add the mechanized garrison down to my little area. Okay, well, we got some things. But I want to move these into this area now. I guess I am taking the corn just because. But in areas where it doesn't really matter, we'll start building up ranches. Although that's a pretty significant amount of corn in this area here, so we'll try to maximize that, make use of it as best as possible. But thanks to the factory farms, we can put that wherever the hell we want. That is still not done yet. Okay. So at least the rich people are moving into the mansions, and they are not staying homeless. So I think that was part of the problem. Homeless has gone down significantly. We still have a lot of open jobs. Okay, well, we got a lot of stuff to deal with here. I don't know what to do about this situation. I mean, we clearly need more healthcare, but I'm just kind of, is it worth killing a couple clinics to then turn them into hospitals? But we don't have the space here yet. Got to do a lot of moving. We're going to clean out the plateau next time, I think, and try and fill out over here, or get the tourism going. I don't know. I'm always on the fence about what I'm going to do every episode until I start doing it. But anyway, we seem to be good to go up here now. Let's see, consumes 10% less effectiveness for every other jewelry nearby. May as well. And job quality increased. Bam. Okay. Money, 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 money. Oh boy, nobody wants to make cigars, and we are desperately trying to get those exported. Yeah. You know, I feel like people must be dying off, because I feel like I've put managers into all these places, and it's just not doing the thing. I wonder if I should modernize all these tenements around here. Because they are kind of empty. And people might move into the newer ones. It would kind of look... Well, I mean, it would be somewhat appropriate, I suppose, given the... Tell you what, we'll do these two. Alright. I'll end this one here. We'll pick it up next time.